We're loaded, right?
Yep, ready to go.
Scraplife. Well, you guys probably know where I'm at. I'm at that other junkyard again. God, their driveway leaves a lot to be desired. Speed limit 10 miles an hour. Yeah, if you could even achieve that. More like about 2 miles an hour. This is like really bad. That's the I&M canal. There's that evil symbol they teach kids in school. Should be reading, writing, and arithmetic. Not reduce, reuse, and recycle. You ain't gonna learn nothing that way. Maybe be a scrapper, but that's about it. Reduce. Oh, okay. Well, if you reduce, then you end up reducing the amount of jobs because not as many people are making things. You need people to buy new stuff. Alright, I'm gonna roll on the scale here and unload my wares. Alright, there's about 1,000 pounds worth of scrap out here, give or take. Look at this place. You can shoot a freaking cannon through here. There ain't nobody here. That's crazy. Besides the machines, does anybody hear crickets? Look at this yard. It's freaking empty. At least it's not as dangerous as the other one. Holy God. That place, let me get my wallet. That place is dangerous, man. I almost got my truck wiped out. Over there. Let's get some of the stuff off the truck real quick. So I can get back to the warehouse and see, this place is a lot closer. So they pay less, but I'm not loaded all the way, so I said the hell with it. I'll just come here. I'm not sure if it's a loss or not. It's kind of annoying. They don't pay cash, they pay with a check here, so I have to take it to the currency exchange. That's a little pain in the nuts. Plus that costs money. Boy, you move slow. Yep, I'm moving slow. Only for the video. Waste. What it is, what it is. Expensive piece right there. I'm nuts for not wearing gloves. So far, so good. Oh, that stuff's bright and shiny. Oh, you move slow. Get a GoPro, then you can use both hands. I keep reminding everybody I don't have internet. And I don't know how to download all that. And then that's one more gadget, one more thing to pay attention to, one more thing to worry about, one more thing to break. So I'm not so sure about something like that. Let's try and figure out how to make this thing work. Then I'll move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? This is just me done. Video, I don't video everything. Most of my scrap, I never even video. It would just be constant downloading. If I videotaped everything that could come. I mean, I would need, I don't know what I would need. I would need, I don't know how you would download all that footage. Need a couple of lines of super high-speed internet or something. Cross off this thing. I'm sure I'm doing this the wrong way too. Put the camera down and use two hands. Alright, but I gotta turn the video off. You know, I show people me working, but I never really liked, like in the work environment, people watching me work. Does that make sense? Because from the time I was 5 years old, I've been doing it the wrong way. Whatever way the right way is. Didn't anybody show you how to do it the right way? Boy, what kind of parents? I don't know. Everybody else in my family is successful. They all have decent, high-paying jobs. They're all police officers, firefighters, teachers, people in the military, lawyers, judges. And then there's me, because I'm a frickin' retard. Alright, I'm looking for the... No, they don't have Asperger's and they don't have ADHD like I got. It's easier to manage through life if you don't have all that. If you don't have all that crazy shit going on. What the hell? I'm looking for a... So that's how I spend my life. I'm always looking for something. I'm looking for a clipper and I don't got one. So, I'm taking this off now. I didn't show the way I took it off. I figured it wasn't really a good idea. watching my channel. This is how you don't do it. I heard money in there. Well, it looks like some mice have been in here too. That's pleasant. Oh wow. A nickel so far. Big payday. Well, that was, what's this? Well, not as much as I thought, so. Yeah, I keep hearing money. Oh, there's some. Tantalizing me. Use two hands, Scrap Kingdom. Use two hands. Put the camera down. Put the camera down. Use two hands. Use two hands. Alright, next, what do you say? It's about time we get out of here. I know the price is going to go up. Look at that steel mountain. All that shred. The price hasn't gone up yet. Only $10, so. This is the problem when you're working by yourself. Getting down. Quite dangerous. Scrap Kingdom, put the camera down so you can use two hands to get down. I get hurt 25 times a day, camera or no camera. I get cut, bruised, banged into, I trip, I fall. Something happens. So, not everybody takes those things off. Some people leave them on. Cannon through here. Look at this joint. I don't have to worry about like a truck or something like that crashing into me. Like the other place, I almost got my front end on this truck wiped out yesterday. Not yesterday, it was Sunday. The other day. Alright, let's get waiting. Got a radiation detector. You have to go really slow through it or the alarm goes off and then you have to go around again and again and all that. The other place doesn't have that. They have handheld radiation detectors. The yard workers all have them, and a couple of pieces of the equipment. The yard equipment has radiation detectors, so they don't force you to go like 3 miles an hour over the scale like this place does. A yard inspection card. See, this time he didn't mark any kind of deductions there. Because I bitched about it. I'm like, it was just appliances. Right? A lot of times, you know, I have ADHD so bad that I left you have to turn this into the grill. I left this behind. I walked all the way up there into the office and then scatterbrain. It's not as, it's about the same for a walk to come in here. You know, we'll go in the office. This office is a little fancier. I don't really care about the ambience. See what the prices are today. You do not buy wall dividers or cubicle walls unless the fabric is taken off. Must be a problem here. They don't really like rags and stuff. It's $1.50. And if the guy cut the steel down, it's like $50 off. And aluminum 38 cents. And the copper, that is $2.30 for the high grade. And the ordinary wire 45 cents. Huh. And these things, these are rascals. 85 cents if you clean it. And this is just scrap. This screen is really slow. And brass. Still the same. Rock steady. And stainless. It is worth only 25 cents. And of course, once again, you can tell that I got hosed on $111. Didn't take any weight off. It's $150 for almost 3/4 of a ton, only $111. Yeeks. Oh well, big quandary. You can't win. You cannot win in this. This is a loser's game. I'm not crying and bitching. I've always known that. You cannot win. If you're scrapping, the odds are against you. If I ever sound downbeat, it's only because I live off of this. I depend on the money. So, yeah. So if you're depending on the cash, well, that was a nice store find. Well, we get some hookups. This is great, man. Yeah, so, oh, John Deere trailer thing there. That could have been a keep life, actually. Now that's something you can sell, actually. There's the old shredder wheels. That's how the metal gets torn up. They must think that they're going to sell those or something. So anyway, anywho, I depend on this to support the family, and it kind of hurts when the prices are low. Even though the prices are going way up, like all over the world, even here they are. Some yards know who they are. They know their logistical location. This guy's got a huge shredder. He's totally capable of paying a lot more, but they're not going to. They're not going to because they don't have to. And I guess if I owned it, I would be doing the same thing. I would pay as little as I possibly could to get the most amount of business too. So I try and find the right balance, and maybe that's, yeah, well, the aggravating thing is it costs less money to drive here, it takes less time to get here, and that's the upshot. Okay, the downside is they pay less. They pay less for all your hard work. Well, you spend less time getting here, and you spend less gas getting here. See the dilemma? With, of course, the road here is just, I think it takes about, I think it's like 300 miles of suburban highway driving all in one block. That's how much wear and tear this place puts on your truck. Alright, on to the next, wherever that might be.